Hi everyone, you're welcome to another interesting pattern drafting tutorial. On today's tutorial, I'm going to share with you how to draft a basic corset pattern. This one is very beginner friendly, okay? It's a beginner friendly tutorial and you will want to see through everything I did to draft this pattern. I made both 2-part corset and 3-part corset, and it has a strap, okay? So if this sounds like what you'd be interested in knowing how I did it, you have to stick around till the end. Do not cut any part of this video to see everything I did to achieve this beautiful pattern. Do not fail to subscribe and turn on your notification bell to be the first to know each time I upload. Let's start this. So to make this, I am starting with my pattern paper. So I'll go ahead and fold it just as you can see me do. So after that, I'm going to rule a line, just a starting point, nothing serious. So after ruling this line, I'll go ahead and start the pattern drafting. The first thing to take here is the shoulder measurement divided by 2. Then I ruled my vertical line, just like so. And after that, I'll go ahead and take the across chest level, which is 5 inches, and then I'll come in by 3/4 inch. So that is what I just marked. Then I had to go ahead and mark the basic neckline, which is 3 by 3. Ignore my measurement because this is from a miniature form, but whatever measurements I am mentioning is the real one. That is 3 by 3. That is the basic neckline. But if your client is on the big side, it has to be 3.5 by 3.5. Then I dropped here by 1 inch and I will connect straight to the neckline, just as you can see me do. Now the next is to go ahead and take your bust measurement divided by 4. Anything you get, you take the measurement 2 points and then connect to make a vertical line like that. So the next is to go ahead and draw your armhole measurement, which is armhole measurement divided by 2, and you measure your armhole by measuring round where the hand joins to the body, okay, and adding 2 inches to it. So after drawing my armhole, I'll go ahead and measure the half length, the front half length. Go ahead and take your front half length and then rule a horizontal line, just as you can see me do. So after doing that, we will continue with the rest of the pattern. Just watch closely aside what I am saying. Watch closely to see what I'm doing. So you go ahead and take the bust level, okay, and then bust to bust. Bust to bust is usually between 3.5 to 4 inches. That is 7 or 8. But go ahead and measure your client to know the exact bust to bust of your client. So I had to go ahead and mark the dart intake. The dart intake here is 1 inch and I connected to the bust point just like this, okay? So after that, I will go ahead and measure the on the bust. You can measure from the bust point or from the shoulder at neck. Rule a little horizontal line there and measure 1/4 this way and 3/4 this other way. So you're going to connect these to the bust point just as you can see me do. So connect like this and connect to the waistline just like this, okay? This part is going to increase the waistline a little by 1/4, so this will be taken care of as we are taking measurement for the waistline divided by 4. Whatever your measurement is, you go ahead and add 1/4 inches, okay, for the dart intake, right? You connect to the side just like this. Where I am shading will be going off at the end of the tutorial. So you go ahead and draw your side bust dart, which is the difference between the front and the back half length. So I had taken dart and then you connect to the bust point. Go ahead and use the difference between your front and your back half length. So after that, I'll go ahead and drop the neckline where I want it to be. Go ahead, feel free to drop it where you want, but 6 inches is usually fine from the basic neckline, okay? Then you go in by 1/2 inch, okay? From that dropping, going by 1/2 inch so that the space between the busts will be at most 1 inch. So after that, you're going to go up by 3, okay? That 3 is a landmark. It's going to help you to draw the bust point in a way that it will cover the bust considerably, not exposing the bust, right? So that is the guideline I used to draw this neckline that you can see right here. So I also use the same 3, okay, as a guideline. It is a guideline, so you just mark it as a point because it's going to help you to draw even the on the bust curve. So after marking that guideline, I connected from this point to the on the bust, just as you can see me do. you will have to use your curved rule as well, because this would help you to get a perfect curve. You will see how I'll be using it by the side right now. Now from here, go in by 1/4 or 1.5 inches, depending on how busty your client is. Okay, so you can use your curved rule like this and go ahead and connect to the bust point, just as you can see me do. Okay, so after doing that, you can see that our corset is taking shape already. So I had to come up here a little because I felt it is so dropped almost to the bust level. So I had to come up by 1 inch. So this will make the neck drop to be about 5.5. Okay, 5.5 neck drop. Even 6 is fine from the basic neckline. 6 inches from the basic neckline is fine. You know, this is a miniature form measurement I am using. That's why I'm giving you exact values. Okay, so right now you connect these to make your bust tightening. So the bust tightening I used is a total of 1.5. That is 3/4 inch from each side of the line I marked at first. So the over bust tightening is 1.5 inches. I hope you understand. So right now I'm going to connect to the center front like that, because I'm going to take a contour guideline there, and the contour guideline you take here is usually 3/4 inch. Okay, when you take that contour guideline, you simply connect it to the bust point, just as you can see me do, and where I shaded will be going off at the end of this pattern making. Okay, so this is what I have, and I will go ahead and start the back pattern drafting. So what I'm doing here is to just put the strap. You know that this pattern has a strap, so that is what I just inserted there. So we have to rule I had to rule a horizontal line to start with the back pattern, and this is shoulder measurement divided by 2, just as we did for the front, and you draw a vertical line like this. And after that, we are going to take 3 inches by 1 inch for the basic back neckline. It can be 3.5 by 1 inch as well, depending on how big your client is. Okay, so I had to connect, just as you can see me do. Now is the shoulder slope of 1 inch. You connect to the neckline, just as you can see me do, and after that I'll go ahead and drop by 5 inches and go in by half for the across back. And after this is the bust measurement divided by 4, and I had to mark and rule my vertical line just like so. Now the next is to complete your armhole measurement. Okay, half of armhole measurement, you go ahead and mark it and then connect with your curved rule like this. So this is the back right now, and we are almost getting done. Now the next is the back half length. Go ahead and take your back half length at 2 points and then draw your horizontal line across, just as you can see me do. Yeah, so after drawing this horizontal line, we go ahead and take your back tightening of 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch or even 1 inch, and from there you measure your waist measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch dart intake. Okay, you now connect this to the side like this and go ahead and draw your back tightening, just as you can see me do. And yeah, this is what we have. I have to go ahead and draw the back neckline. Now to do this, I'll go ahead and measure for the front. The exact measurement is what I'll take for the back, and just draw a slanty line like that to showcase the back neckline or what it will look like, right? So after that, I will go ahead and measure the strap, you know, how it came in, and the width of the strap as well I measured, so that it will be exact measurements with the front strap. So that is what I did there. And the next is to go ahead and measure this waistline, mark the middle and mark your dart intake of 1 inch. Then we are going to connect the dart leg to the upper part like this, and it left 1/4 inch there. Yes, 1/4 inch here, because that is a contour guideline because of the low back, so that the back will not gape. All right, so after this, the next is to go ahead and, you know, go in depending on what you want for your back. But before then, you can see what I am throwing here because of where the strap ended. I had to connect from where the strap ended to the armhole. Yes, the other parts will be going off. Yes, the part above this line I drew now will be going off. But if you don't want it to have that strap, you can go ahead and take the back measurement straight up from the armhole, you know, but I will explain that later, right? Just follow the process as we progress. So right here, I had to go in by 1 inch. That is if you want to use lacing for your corsets, okay? You have to draw this line. So if you want to use lacing, this is where your lacing is going to be. But if you want to use zipper, you have to make do with the first line. Yeah. So after that, this is what I have, and I will go ahead and cut out. So just go ahead and cut out your pattern, and we will continue with the alteration. So after cutting out, this is what I have, and I will go ahead and start dissecting this pattern, okay? So you can see what I'm doing. And when I got here, I found the need to close up the side bust dart before I progress, because most times after closing the side bust dart, you will notice that this on the bust line shifted a bit. So it's always better to close up the side bust dart before you continue with, truing it, okay? So that is what I'm doing right here. I had to cut open the side bust dart, and of course cut open the over bust so that I can close up the side bust dart. And this is how I did that. So this is how I did it and closed up the side bust dart, and I'll be using my masking tape to tape it down. So that is all for this, and I will go ahead with the rest of the cutting. So I'm going to tape it really nicely, completely, before I progress with the cutting. So most times when you close up the side bust dart here, you will need to through the line, because you will notice that the line shifted a bit. So you through your line and go ahead and do the same thing for the opposite side as well. Okay, go ahead and do the same with the opposite side. I cut through where the dart is, and that is why I can know exactly where this is. Or you can go ahead and use your tracing wheel and trace out exactly the dart on the drafted part. You trace it on the part that is not drafted. So what I cut out here is the dart that is on this midriff. So the next is just to go ahead and stick together the midriff before we continue with the cup styling, right? So this is how I taped it down. I'll go ahead and tape down the second side. So that is how easy the corset is, or the corset pattern drafting is, even the sewing. So this is a beginner friendly tutorial, and I hope you are liking it. So after that, the next I will do is to go ahead and close this bust bridge contouring. Okay, this bust bridge contour, I had to close it up. That is 3/4 inch. So when you close it up like this is what it's going to look like. So I'll do the same for the second side. Everything I'm doing here, I'm going to do for the second side as well. So this is how I cut off the over bust tightening, and this is what it looks like. So I'll go ahead and cut this into two and remove the underbust tightening. Yeah. So after that, you can see what our cup looks like. Now, this is what you call the 2-cup styling for the corset. As we progress, I'm going to show you what the 3-part styled corset looks like and how to achieve it. Okay, I treated that in this tutorial. But yeah, this is the first stage you will get to, and I had to go ahead and label it, the upper, the bust point, and all of that, because if you do not label it, you're going to confused of where the upper part or the lower part of the bust here is. This is so important. Use notches to depict wherever you want, where you put double notch and what it means. You know how to like tag or label your patterns. So this is what it looks like, and you can see what the strap looks like. So this is our strap, and yeah, this is the complete pattern. We had to go ahead and go to the back pattern. So this is what it looks like, and I'm going to cut out the strap for the back, just as you can see me do. Now the next thing I will do here is to cut out the dart for the back. So you can either leave it like this or you cut open the dart, but if you must leave it like that, you must take in the dart exactly the way it appears on this paper, on your fabric, right? So I'm going to go ahead, I had to go ahead and label the pattern, center back, side back, up, and all of that. So you can see if you want zipper, this is where you put it. If you don't want, you take in this and make use of your lacing, just as you can see in this tutorial. So this is what I have. You can go ahead and cut your 2-part corset like this using 1/2 inch, seam allowance all through, aside the sides and the zipper area. But if you're using eyelets, that is lacing, Of course, the seam allowance there will still be ½ inch, but if it's zipper, it will be at least 1 inch seam allowance, and also 1 inch seam allowance by the sides, and every other side is ½ inch. So you can join your strap together like this and cut it all in one. Yes, note that a little intake of about, you can shorten it after joining it together. You can shorten it by about, shorten the length by about ½ inch to take care of shoulder contour, because when you use strap, of course, the neckline somehow gapes and it may make the strap to fall off, except you want to use a bra like stuff that you can use and adjust the strap to any tightness you want. I hope this makes sense. Okay, so right here I had to measure. I dropped, but I did not get to the bust point. You can choose wherever you want your 3 cups to start from, but please don't get it to the bust point, right? It can be 1 inch above the bust point. Draw your line as you can see me do and join it just like this. So when you join, you're going to use your masking tape and tape it together. Yes. So when you tape it together, mark the middle, okay? You have to notch that middle when you are cutting on fabric. That is where the two parts we join together now, meets each other. Yes, because that has to rhyme with the bust point, with where the lower two parts joins as well. So you have to, mark it, notch it. So this is what your 3-part cup looks like, and this is what the 2-part cup looks like, depending on what you want. Okay, and this is the back. Did you enjoy this tutorial? Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell to be the first to know each time I upload my videos. Bye, and I'll see you in my next one. Love you all.